Right, morning folks, welcome back. It is Monday, 26th of July, and so we actually had the weekend off. It rained a bit Friday night, it rained a little bit Saturday, and it rained a little bit Sunday, so yeah, we had the weekend off, and now I am out in the Bateman RB26. I've got Roundup in the tank, and I've come up to farm 2 to spray the stubbles where we combined the barley last week. So the reason why I'm doing this is because there's quite a lot of black grass growing in the stubble, so just got to hit it with Roundup really and kill it off. It's just a constant battle with black grass, and you just got to keep hitting it, keep going at it, and try not to reverse into a tree. Yeah, I'm going to spray this off, and then the plan for these fields are Simon's. Well, we've had a seeder unit fitted onto the Amazon Sears cultivator. I'll show you a photograph, and Simon is going to plant some overwinter cover crops with the cultivator. I'm not sure what the mix is right now, but I'll have a look at the label on the bag and tell you what's going to be going in the ground. So yeah, it's going to be overwinter cover crop, and the sheep will graze it in the winter. So basically, it's another way of fighting black grass, because you obviously overwintering it and getting a chit on the black grass. It's a way of bringing the livestock, the sheep, into the mix with the arable. So it's good for the soil, and it's generally just good to have a crop growing in the soil over the winter rather than just leaving it bare. It's just, the soil just seems to be much healthier. So the forecast for this week is dry today, Monday. So if it comes out hot and sunny this afternoon, it'll be very tempting to go out and carry on with the barley. But the problem we've got is that they're forecasting rain for Tuesday and Wednesday, and then dry Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So it makes sense not to go out combining today, because we're just going to put straw on the ground, it won't be fit to bale, and then it'll get wet. So yeah, we'll probably end up, it's going to be hard not to go this afternoon, but we're going to have to wait till Thursday afternoon probably. We can fire up the dryer, and then the straw can have a day to dry off and then be baled. So my next job is more spraying, as you can see, and I am spraying maize. If you're new to the channel, this is not maize for silage. This is just 3 or 4 hectares of maize on the farm in little strips to feed the pheasants and the wild birds in the winter. There it is, look, all kinds of weeds in there, and barnyard grass and all sorts going on, and all we want is the maize. Also, I could have turned that whole boom on, couldn't I? We could have done 12 metres. I was going to do 6 down and 4 up, but it's wider than I thought. Yeah, I've cut the boom down to 12 metres. Basically, it's just a case of pulling out a pin and putting in a pin somewhere else, and cut the 24 metres and spray it down to 12. Right, we're on the topping job now. We've got the Teagle flail on the front, and this thing pretty much eats anything that goes in front of it. I've even chewed for a couple of not molehills, ant hills this afternoon. Seems to be a lot of ants about. Just basically just leave big piles of earth. Chew straight through that though. I was more worried about the tractor than the topper. Don't want to scratch my new tractor. So yeah, in that field, that's the spring wheat. We're at farm 1, and it's looking well. It is looking well. The variety of that is giraffe. So I guess it should be a tall variety, I guess. Yeah. So this topping is basically going to be my sort of go-to job between. Well, basically when we're not combining, I'll put the topper on and go around tidying up grass margins and things like that. We've got some bits of tree limbing to do. There's quite a few fields that I can't get round without the branches hitting the roof, so we need to sort them out. Right, this will definitely make it rain. It's Tuesday afternoon, we haven't had any rain today, so there is showers floating by, but yeah, we've decided, because they keep changing the weather forecast, so, and at the end of the week isn't as good as what they were saying now, so we're going to have to just give it a go. There's the seeder unit on the, well, that's the hopper on the cultivator, and the seed goes down all these pipes, look, and gets put down in front of the press. Right, so yeah, they are forecasting showers today, but and there are showers around on the radar, but we're going to give it a go. Put down the tick over, put the back in, put the front in. Yeah, so we'd already started this field Friday night in the dark, but so we've probably still got another 14 or 15 hectares out here, and then we've got one more field to do up here at Farm 3 after that. Whether we'll get to that this evening, I don't know. And then the only other bit of winter barley we've got left to cut then is Jeremy's, our neighbour Jeremy's. We go around and cut his barley, so. And then we'll probably end up having another little break for wheat. I think that the Graham wheat will become before the spring oats.
Grab some, Jim.
I'll go back in a little bit. Alright, ready? Yeah. Ready? I think that's got it.
If you in a minute.
Get left off. So we had a bit of a breakdown for half an hour, but nothing too major. It was enough time for the dog to get out and go for a wee. So if you're wondering what happened, basically what happened was is we broke a knife section, one of those little triangle knife sections, and normally it's just a case of unbolting the old one and bolting a new one on, but the bolts had sheared off and the knife section had come off, and the ends of the bolts were stuck in the joiner. Basically, the knife that's in this header is a knife out of a 25-foot header, and they just stuck a joiner on it and added a bit on to make it 30 foot. And the 2 bolts that snapped were in the joiner. So yeah, we had to take the knife to bits, get some mole grips on the studs that were snapped off, and then yeah, unscrew them and then put it all back together again. So yeah, now all is well. The baler's chasing us around. Surprisingly dry actually. The moisture is the barley's dry. I thought it would be sort of like 15-16% moisture, but it's actually 13%, which is good. Alright folks, we are on the last run of the field. It's Jeremy and his 7710. The 6150R was on straw duties this afternoon, so I'll just perch you up there. Don't fall down, alright? Don't fall down. Yeah, the 6150R was on straw duties this afternoon, so Jeremy brought his tractor for a run. It is 20 past 9. Yeah, like I said, we're just finishing the field. Looking on the radar, there's rain just coming over the hill, so it's a good job we are finishing. There we go. Yeah, good job we are finishing because looks like it's gonna rain, unfortunately. We've got one more field. We're not going to go on with the other field tonight because the moisture's gone up and it's getting tough. Yeah, hopefully, if it's still dry in the morning, we'll have a go at doing that last field. It's 9 hectares, I think. And yeah, we'll see what happens in the morning. Thank you to Stephen for doing the drone work. That's my mate Stephen. He's on the other trailer this year because George isn't here. Yeah, he did the drone. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning. We will see what the morning brings. Safely back in the shed. Right, we're back on the chopping job this morning. It's Wednesday morning. We had a couple of showers of rain in the night, so I've been up to the farm and done a few jobs on the combine, nothing major. And now we're back on the chopping job. So they're forecasting more showers for today, but they forecast showers yesterday and we didn't get any in the daytime. So if it hasn't rained by lunchtime, we'll probably give it a go and see if we can get that last field done. But until then, yeah, chopping around grass margins. I'll just go twice around every field. That's the wheat, the Graham wheat at Farm 1. And it's not far off. It's soon coming on now. Holy moly. I don't think we're going to be doing any combining today. Absolutely not. Got an issue with the topper. Rust. I'll maybe show you it when it's in pieces. It'll be easy to show you them. The weather hasn't improved. Still raining. And neither is the state of the topper. It's fallen to pieces. So basically the bearings have failed on each end of the roller. So the strange thing is they're pretty dry in there, and I only greased it yesterday. But I think once the bearings have failed, it's just hot in there and it just destroys the grease basically. The grease just disappears. So yeah, I've just spent the last couple of hours taking all the pieces. I had to weld on the inside of this ring here, look, because that was in there. And I had to use the grinder or the disc cutter to cut the ring off of that one, basically. So whilst we're waiting on parts for this, and we can't go combining, obviously, it has got skids, so I might go and give it a go. And I can set the height of those link arms so they don't go down too far. We'll go and give it a go. We'll have to just cut the grass a little bit longer. And if you're wondering why I didn't grease it today, it's because, yes, I greased it yesterday morning and it only done 1.5 hours work yesterday. Right, so it's Wednesday evening now, and I'm just about to go home. Just catching up on a catching up on lost time from this afternoon. I am using the topper without the roller on, and it is working fine. You've just got to be a little bit careful, otherwise it turns into a rotavator. It helps the fact that I can set the lower position on the front link arms. So I press down, it just goes down to 50%, and it'll hold it at that, and then if that's a little bit low, I can lift it up to 55% and press position, and it saves it. And it just had to finish the day off with rain, but we've got a pretty rainbow look.